Howdy. My name's Michael. A lot has changed in the last year in my life. I got married about 2 months ago, and that was awesome. Marriage is great. Highly recommend. My wife is awesome. But also, the reason I made this video, I've started a new journey as a filmmaker and as an editor. About 8 months ago, I was given the opportunity to start a career as a film editor, doing weddings, and getting to work with a bunch of awesome people that go out and shoot weddings and shoot commercial work, and getting to work in an office full of editors that are super creative and super awesome, like people to be around. And it has sparked this whole new passion for film and for video. And so in the past few months, I've actually gotten the opportunity to go out and shoot some weddings and be a part of a lot of cool projects. And I wanted to start like a new just endeavor of documenting my journey and my development of being a videographer and being a filmmaker, because I really have a lot of cool ideas that I just want to get out into the world. But I'm not really sure how I'm gonna figure it out, but today I wanted to do a little rundown of sorts of the gear that I use, the gear that I have, and that I've kind of accumulated over the past few months, because gear's the most fun part, in my opinion, and I love gear. Even when it comes to music, which I also love, the gear to me is the most fun part. So yeah, I'm gonna move all my stuff into a different room, and I'll just kind of go over a small little rig rundown. Okay, so this is a little Pelican case that I bought at Harbor Freight. It's a off-brand Pelican case, but it was $30. But I cut out all of the foam in it to fit everything that I need. This is the rig. Basically everything we have in here. We have an 18 to 120, if you can see. It's the 4.0 from Fuji. It's like a workhorse lens for ceremonies. I just got this lens. I got a monitor right here. I love it. It's the FeelWorld 4K monitor. My camera, the XH2s. Usually there's a slot here for my B cam, which is the XS20. And then 2 V-mount batteries. I've got the 99 and then the 50. And then I have all my rig accessories. So I've got a top handle, battery mount for my V-mounts, CF cards, a little side handle. And I've got cables, D-tap cables for my monitor, USB-C cables, and then an HDMI cable. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all this together and show you the outlook and how my rig looks. Okay, let's do this thing. So first off, the camera, I'm using the XH2s. I love it. I shoot Fuji only. So first things first, I've got the small rig cage on it with a little handle on the side. The cage is essential. If you're watching this and you're a filmmaker, you knew that already. That's it, that's the camera. Let's put on the battery mount for my V-mounts. Just kind of unfolds like that. I believe this is it's called an Arca Swiss mount. It's kind of like a universal thing for tripods and mounting cameras to stuff and V-mounts. The small rig cage has an Arca Swiss mount built into the cage. Okay, so this is the cage. You put your battery on it. I mean, that's basically it. So from there, the battery goes on and you can power your camera, you can power your monitor. That's the only thing that I choose to power. They're pretty versatile, but there are a lot of problems I've heard where if you're not running cables properly, then you can fry your monitor, you can fry the port of your cameras. So that's where cables come in. We'll talk about that later. Second thing is the top handle. This is the top handle I use. It doesn't have a hot shoe or a cold shoe. I can never remember which one's which. It screws right into the cage, and then on top has a NATO rail and then a quick release monitor mount. And then on my monitor, there's a little piece screwed into the bottom that allows me to flick this lever, put it on, and then it's attached. It doesn't fall off, and then when you want to take it off, you just boom. So let's just screw this in right here. Top handle with monitor mount, put the monitor on top. Again, this is the 4K FeelWorld monitor, the F6 Pro. I love it. It's not that inexpensive, or not that cheap. Sorry, wait, it's not that expensive. It's not like a Ninja 5 where it's $600. It doesn't record internally, but I don't really need that, because if I need to record ProRes, All-I, Long GOP, I can do that all internally on the XH2s. So yeah, that's the monitor mount. And then lastly, I have the side handle that I use. These things are kind of personal preference. I don't use it a whole ton, truthfully, on a wedding day. I like having it when I'm holding the camera for a long period of time recording, because it allows me to, I feel like, at least, to give me a little bit more stabilization. I have shaky hands, and so when I'm only kind of holding it with one hand and trying to focus right here or trying to hold it from the top handle, I still feel like I'm a little shaky. So having that side support right here when I'm recording makes me feel like I have a little bit more stabilization. That's the side handle. Again, it just kind of lets me feel like I have a little bit more stabilization. The next most important thing probably is, actually, I forgot one thing. Something that's not in my Pelican case is a microphone. It's an active mic, so it's powered. You have to charge it. If I could change one thing about my rig, it's that I'd have a passive mic, but this lives on the little cold chute on my camera. And so this is kind of the basic skeleton of the rig. Let's talk cables. Everything is run by the V-mount, whether it's the 50, the 99, if you have a 212. My camera is running USB-C out into the V-mount, and that's what's powering it. I don't have a dummy battery output. That just seems sketchy to me. So I just have a short USB-C right angle cable, and it goes right into the V-mount and then into the side of your camera. Secondly, you're powering your monitor. There's a few different ways you could do this. So there's a DCI in USB-C in the bottom. I haven't heard great things about that. I've heard that it can sometimes fry your battery or fry your monitor or fry, I don't know. I have what's called a D-tap cable. On the side of my battery, or on the side of my monitor, there is a DC input. The other side is D-tap, which goes into the side of your V-mount battery. You plug it in, and then your microphone obviously goes into the side of your camera where it's labeled mic. Lastly, HDMI in to the monitor, HDMI out of the camera, or vice versa, you know what I mean. And then lastly, I'll put on the lens that's on, the 18-120 f4.0. It's a big lens, makes me look even more professional than I actually am. Yeah, that's how I put together my rig. A lot of my friends have helped me out. A lot of the people that I work with have helped me out figuring out what to buy, what to use, how to use it. But yeah, I shoot weddings on this. I shoot other stuff when I feel like it and have fun doing it. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so this is the rig. Big rig, cool looking rig, more professional than I actually am looking rig. I love it. I think it looks cool. That's about all I have for the video today. My plan is to just make stuff, to create stuff. I love doing weddings and I love being a part of people's big days, but I also really love creative shooting and writing and stuff. So I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of maybe short film ideas, maybe music type videos, not music videos, but videos where I'm playing music or somebody else is playing music, or I don't know, documentary style vlog videos. I don't know. I'm open to anything, and I wanna create as much as I can. So that's about all I have for today. So thanks for watching and have a good day.